Hello and cheers. Welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren. Today I am going to be looking at Martincitopants' restarting Minecraft after every death. Curious to see where this goes. I haven't seen any of Martincitopants' videos. I know that a couple of other people on the channel have, and I know that he has responded to us once or twice as well. So hello, if you're watching this, I'm excited to actually watch one of your videos. And without any further ado, I want to see what happens when you do restart Minecraft after every death. Like, I'm curious. Let's go.
Hello again.
Hi.
Welcome back. You and I have met in a bit of a pickle. You see, I'm stuck on an island in the middle of the sky. It's just me, this acacia tree, and a few blocks of grass. Now, you may be asking questions like, Mart, why are you stuck? And Mart, how did you end up here? And Mart, what made you abandon me as an 8-year-old child in 2003? Well, let's start at the beginning. A few days ago, I routed my friends up, set up a Minecraft server, and got to work on my next great video. It had the perfect plan. Play with my friends in hardcore. But if anyone dies, that's it. We delete the world and start fresh. But you know what? You don't have to start fresh. Opera GX. That's right, fuckos. This video is sponsored by Opera GX, the most web browser ever made. Do you struggle with the lack of notifications? You don't? Well, I think you do. You clearly aren't distracted enough. It's time to cram every app and website under the sun into your browser. Twitch streams, Discord chats, heinous TikToks, your mother's extremist WhatsApp group, lobotomize yourself. Whack! Dopamine blast. Whack! Subway surfers. Whack! If that doesn't stop the voices, then it's time to visit the GX Corner, your one-stop shop for all things Mart. You can watch my 12 latest videos, all at the same time. You can find wonderful free games like Raid, Shadow Legends, and even games journalism. That's right, the GX Corner is also your one-stop shop for all your gaming wisdom, news, and, You're still not convinced? How about my brand new mod? Open a tab, or close a tab. Add my classic background music. Okay, maybe you want to go in whenever you type. Okay, that's far too silly. Let's make things a bit more formal. Maybe you want my epic wallpaper. Well, guess what? It's in my mod. And maybe you want your Discord tab to look like this. Okay, you seem pretty convinced, but you're afraid you'll lose your 15 tabs of smut and filth. Be not afraid. Opera GX can transfer your bookmarks, cookies, Chrome extensions, and your very questionable browsing history. Want to pimp out your browser just like mine? Use my link in the pinned comment or description below to download Opera GX today and get my sick wallpaper. Thank you once again to Opera GX for sponsoring this segment. And anyway, back to the video. In this Minecraft challenge, we had only one goal: kill the Ender Dragon and finish the game. As you can imagine, this did not go down as smoothly as one might have hoped.
Oh, fuck!
So, why don't I take you back to the start of this terrible adventure? Let us begin. Day 1. To make this challenge a bit more interesting, we had installed the voice chat mod. So, before the others got on, Tristan and I did a few practice runs to test it out. We didn't think we'd actually finish it, and of course, we did not. Practice run number 1. We got our bearings, mined some iron, waddled around a bit, and found the entrance to this cave, where Tristan inexplicably decided to jump into this water.
Are we doing this? Doing it!
He missed. Attempt 2. We did pretty much the exact same thing, and, well...
Watch this speed hack, right? Go like this.
Attempt 3. Tristan got bludgeoned to death by an iron golem. Attempt 4. We got a few more people on, built this little base, built a portal, went on through, and Tristan, at the very first opportunity, fell into a lava lake. Attempt 5. I got brutally assaulted by piglins. And attempt 6. I got brutally assaulted by piglins. The boys were now online, which concluded our preliminary attempts. Now on...
I would not be super confident after those practice attempts.
To the main event, which I assure you would only be getting much worse. Okay, for real this time, day 1, attempt 1. Our spawn location for today was this beachy, jungly sort of place. Wood, check. Tools, check. Flint and steel, check. Animals burning in their own flame. Jack. We had absolutely no plan. So, why not do some sightseeing?
Oh, look at that! That's a cool lake.
I like that.
Tristan,
lake.
no.
This reminds me of Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any gang warfare yet.
Generally, things were going well. Now, remember, we had absolutely no plan, so when the sun inevitably set and the mobs inevitably spawned, we had no choice but to run away
Look at the zombie on
and hide in a cave. In this cave is where we hatched our plan for the base.
You guys can go mining. We're gonna build a lighthouse like here-ish.
This is a terrible spot to put a lighthouse, by the way.
We're gonna build
No,
a lighthouse
not
in a
not
cave.
here.
Yeah, who exactly are we guiding?
Boats, you fucking idiot.
Maybe this isn't the best spot for a lighthouse, so how about, here. Tristan and my friend Arlo were clearly not interested.
Hey guys, your lighthouse looks like shit.
They're
Now,
just gonna
despite
go
them
on
insulting our
a lovely romantic boat ride.
beautiful lighthouse, I later joined them in a mining expedition. Without iron armor, people can die from all sorts of very silly things, so getting some for everybody was our first priority. And of course, we always need diamonds.
I found diamonds.
Who doesn't love some good old diamonds?
Where are you guys? Hello.
I will admit to not having the best sense of direction, particularly in Minecraft caves. So when I went one way and Arlo and Tristan went the other, I got lost.
Hello.
Oh no, that would happen to me. That would definitely happen to me. I get turned around in games so fast.
Hello.
Caves are spookier with proximity chat. One moment you're good, you're talking, and the next, silence. Just you and the mines.
Oh no.
Tristan, where'd you go?
Oh, boys.
Where'd you go?
Where are you guys?
Where are you?
Also,
I found you guys.
Once I found them again,
Oh
we
my God.
surfaced and went our separate ways.
That would
I
be
returned to the
terrifying.
lighthouse, and they returned to their own spot across the water. The lighthouse had come along quite nicely, and Tristan was even kind enough to gift us a clock.
now you know when it's night and day.
Now I know when it's nighttime. Damn.
Ben, however, not content with this gift, decided to follow them and track down this mystery base they were hiding at. I followed. Their base was, rather unremarkable. But they did have these, one of which was filled with stuff. Naturally, Ben stole it.
Ben stole my fucking chest, man.
Man.
Ben, you.
Now Tristan isn't exactly one to take things lying down, and Ben had gone too far this time. Making things even worse, I did this.
Feverishly building mine.
How big?
Oh no, the crops.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
The boat. You also
How
sunk the
much?
chest boat button.
Now it wasn't all bad. Sure, I had sunk all of Tristan's prized possessions to the bottom of the ocean, but it led us down to a cool underwater cave, in which we utilized the door method.
I don't know how people die in like underwater caving expeditions. Just bring a freaking door, you imbecile.
Just bring a door.
This little underwater cave went quite deep. Deep enough, in fact, that I found some diamonds. And as we all know, nothing bad ever happens after finding diamonds.
As someone who has never played Minecraft, ever, I imagine that's probably not a true statement.
Now, you may be thinking, damn, this Tristan guy is an asshole. He just blew up our lighthouse and killed poor, innocent Ben in cold blood. Well, you'd be right, but that wouldn't be an accurate retelling of events. Now, watch closely. Tristan sneaks into the lighthouse, places his first TNT, it explodes, sticks his second TNT down, it also explodes, and sticks his third TNT down. Now watch Ben closely. Watch the cogs turn in this man's head. Ben has a decision to make. Escape the explosion or defend the lighthouse and fight off Tristan. Ben chose neither of these options. Instead, he walked into the TNT and removed all his armor, framing Tristan in his own suicide.
Ah!
Ben, you're an absolute rat bastard. And so, attempt number 2. The beginning of our deterioration. Village, check. Bell, check. Bucket, check.
Attempt number 2 is the beginning of the deterioration. Attempt number 1 started with 2 people of your group not being with your group. How is attempt number 2 the start of the deterioration?
Fuck it.
That's a
Let's go to the nether. So we went to the nether. Was going to the nether a good idea?
No.
I could just tell someone was going to fall in a pool of lava and die. Lucky for me though, no one fell in a pool of lava and died. Instead, our friends Tobias and Nathan, in their infinite, smooth-brained wisdom, decided to try and break the overworld portal with stone tools, which wouldn't have actually done anything. And even better, during this process, they died. Attempt 3. Another savannah. Wood, check. Stone, check. And Tobias has died to a creeper again.
Oh my god, fucking Tobias. Fucking Tobias.
Attempt 4. Forest spawn. Wood, check. Tools, check. Really big hole, check.
Race the bottom.
1 block of water down.
Attempt 5. Time to run fast. You know what's better than beating the game? Picking a direction at random and just running away. We went extremely fast. Way too fast to speak coherently. So fast that...
Yeah, pigs. Oh, pigs. Yeah. Food. Quick. Speed run.
There
he is. It's Martin.
Oh, give him a lily pad. Lily pad.
We went mole mode.
Aw.
Mole mode.
Excavated an area, found an underwater cave, unwent mole mode, and found this cool floating island thing where my friend Steven, whose name I cannot show for legal reasons, did this.
Oh no.
Alright, well.
Attempt 6.
Ice spice.
Yes, Ben. That's right. Ice Spice. Instead of doing something productive, we ran towards the Ice Spice biome and built some boats.
Nice.
And then suddenly, my friend Jackie fell and died. Attempt 7. We were getting tired, and Tristan in particular was somewhat losing his mind.
Oh wait, can you use Mobble's cobblestone?
Mobble cobblestone.
Bobby stone.
How come these bruised trees are 4x4?
These bruised trees?
Fucking hell.
So you know what? Staircase. If you're wondering why we're building a staircase instead of finishing the game, staircase.
Oh fuck!
Now, Ben did just die, but instead of restarting, staircase. Stephen was also building a competing wood staircase next to our marble cobblestone staircase, which resulted in predictable shenanigans.
We need to hit Steven off the
So, yeah,
edge.
you're gonna have to make the jump across and hit him off.
2.
Wait, are we
One.
at
No.
height yet? Here. Wait.
Ben then made the regrettable mistake of looking at an Enderman.
Oh, let's go.
It's so chill up here. It's just playing like the music, chill, real chill like.
The music, chill.
Oh no.
Martin, want me to? Martin, I can jump across.
Save me.
Bruh.
Oh my fucking god.
And, okay, that's enough. Day 1 was over. We got off furthest on our first attempt, and for all the rest, we died in under 10 minutes. Our highest milestone was reaching the nether. Sorta. This was definitely
Alright, well.
harder than I thought it would be. And so, we move on to day 2.
God.
Day 2 did not start off well. Attempt 8. A swamp spawn. We found this cool sandy mountain thing, did a bit of quarrying, and collectively decided, this place sucks.
I think we have to migrate, guys.
It was time to find promising new land. And before we knew it, on the horizon was promising new land. Ben, upon seeing our promising new land, had this to say.
This is promising new land.
However, fact checkers would later state that this land was not promising. We continued, and before we knew it, promising new land. So of course, wood, check. Tools, check. Cave, check.
Did you guys fucking hear that? Did you guys hear that? It sounds like somebody's breaking in!
Yes, Tobias. Someone was breaking in. Into Ben.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Attempt 9. Guess what? Another swamp spawn.
No. Killing Steven. Where the fuck, Steven? Where the fuck, Steven?
No, look.
Killing Steven!
Guys.
So once again, wood, check. Tools, check. But now, Quarry time.
Steven, mute yourself, kill him.
Who keeps hiccuping, man? It's the hiccup gnome. Oh my god, the hiccup gnome's in the server.
At the bottom of our tunnel, we had found this funky underwater cave, in which we utilized the door method once again. Well, most of us used it. Everyone except for my friend Simon. Attempt 10. Not a swamp spawn. Immediately, we had good vibes from this one.
I'm getting good vibes from this, Martin. I'm getting good vibes from this.
We had spawned next to a village, which is always a good thing. You know what else is a good thing? 8 hours of sleep. And we are a bunch of sleepy boys.
I've got 3 beds.
Guys,
Okay,
Seamus
good.
died.
Oh,
Oh
Seamus
my
died.
God.
Now, we all pointed and laughed. We were like, damn, Seamus, you must suck. Everyone knows you don't just punch a golem. Well, that's what we all thought. But upon reviewing the replay footage, the truth was revealed. Attempt 11. Nothing of interest happened. Very boring. I got lost for like 10 minutes and then Sydney died to a zombie way off screen. Attempt 12. A mesa spawn. You know what? I don't like mesa spawns.
Tobias, fist fight?
Yep.
Attempt 13. Trying to slow things down, I decided to build a nice house. Right under this house, the boys had found an iron vein and collected about 600 iron. I'll be honest, I got quite invested in this world. We had a house, a lot of resources, lots of food, but then Tristan entered the nether. On his
Tristan!
own. Why would you do this, Tristan? You know I'm making a video, right? Like if you just die in the nether and then we have to restart and I get 0 footage from... Tristan, just why?
Oh my god.
Why? Why? Attempt 14. A good classic forest spawn. I could just tell, in this world, big things were on the way.
Twice I'll agree with you. I'm getting whimsical vibes from this.
So of course, we completed our checklist. Wood, check. Tools, check. Stone, check.
Martin, I can quit mining stone at any time, I swear.
I swear.
I'm not addicted to
Stop,
mining
stop.
stone.
This big hill thing had a bunch of iron on it, so we collected it and turned it into armor. Amazingly, it had been 10 minutes and no one had died. Yet. The main group had split into a few smaller groups, some of whom had gone down mining. So I took the guys I was with and ventured down into the caves to find them. Down in the caves, we didn't find them. But we did find this. Deep dark. Deep dark biomes are kind of spooky.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I got blindness.
Make a sound, and they'll hear. And if one of these guys shrieks a few too many times, well, we'll leave that for later. This particular deep dark biome, we navigated around as carefully as possible, making sure not to trip any...
Oh no!
Making sure not to trip any shriekers. We then found some of the other guys, and were like, yeah, and turned around and left. On the surface, things had come along nicely. I would have loved to express this, but I, didn't.
Into
The fucking with the
Well,
it's
well,
the
red.
yeah.
yeah, that one.
Anyway, Sydney came back from the mines with a good bounty of obsidian, so we built a portal, and all went through. Now, believe me, I did not want to be here. The nether is full of these guys, and worse of all, these guys. One wrong move by anyone, and all of our progress would be lost. We were here for blaze rods, and to find blaze rods, we'd have to find a fortress. So first things first, let's walk around in circles for 20 minutes and get lost.
Guys, I think
I
we're
can do
lost.
that.
We nearly fell a few times,
Oh my god!
but managed to find ourselves a warped forest.
Oh, okay, this is a good.
biome.
This is a good spot for killing Enderman, actually.
Yes, Mart. It is a good spot for killing lots of Endermen. Like this.
Horrible sound. Miserable
On
mob.
me. Right, we got one.
Oh,
I
I
got
got
another. That's
got
it.
one.
That's 14.
Let's
Alright,
go.
boys.
Okay, we have enough ender pearls. let's get those blaze rods. We still hadn't found that nether fortress, which called for walking around in circles for another 20 minutes, so we walked around in circles for another 20 minutes.
I found a fortress.
You found a fortress.
Guys, I found a fortress, yeah, right it.
And would you look at that? A fortress.
Nice.
To get this far, it had taken us literally all day, and I was stressing the fuck out. On top of that, it was getting late, so we made our way back slowly and carefully to the nether portal, almost dying a few times in the process, and had a good old chill back at base. Tobias, the base master, had constructed quite the establishment. A nice house, some farmland, and a little chapel.
There's a zombie pigman at the church, guys.
Inshallah, he's finding God.
The world was going great. Tomorrow, we'd go to the stronghold and kill that ender dragon. And so, for the rest of the night, we fished.
Guys, ow, ow, ow! My arms are the guys. My arms are the casts.
I'm gonna.
But it ain't broken.
I'm gonna.
We need Minecraft Bud Lights. shit just doesn't feel normal without it. It's not realistic. Because I'm not fucking hammered at fucking 1 o'clock on a Monday.
Look at us down there, having a good old time, just fishing, talking shit. All's well. Too well. This right here is Steven, a bit of a prankster, a jokester, and he's come up with an epic prank. If you reel someone in while you're above them, it shoots them up in the air. Very funny, Steven. But Steven, be careful. That's quite high up. It would sure be an awful, awful shame if...
Oh!
No! Oh my god.
Get better friends.
Attempt 15. Ben beat up Steven. That was the attempt. And we ended the day on that note. Well, we got further than day 1, but not by much. Well, day 3, here we come. Day 3 started much the same as day 2, with plenty of abject failures. It seemed to me that getting a good run going was exceptionally difficult. From sneaky creepers, to surprise holes, to Tristan's TNT and Steven's rather unfortunate prank, things were looking grim.
I can't with the death montage.
And with that, day 4, attempt 29.
No.
At this point, we were feeling a little spent. If we didn't win soon, everyone was going to lose interest. Attempt 29 was our first ever jungle spawn.
Jungle beats horror at me.
Well, I think you know the drill by now. Next to our jungle spawn was a vast desert, which we decided would be a great spot for our base. And even better, next to this great spot was this cool cave. So, you know, we did cave stuff for like half an hour.
Ah, it's safe enough. Oh, no, it's not safe. It's not safe. Go back.
Once the cave stuff had been completed, I dug to the surface and searched for our base again. It didn't take long to find it, because of these.
Follow the TNT cock.
Back at base, my friend Sassy had found this most curious contraption.
Oh my god, he fell for the oldest trick in the book.
And what do you know? It was nether time. This time our nether team was smaller and more experienced. Nick had even brought his parrot.
This parrot really fucking chill.
Our spawn in the nether
Fine being in an alternate dimension.
sucked. But once we dug our way out, we found this open area, and we found this bastion. Now, cast your mind back for me real quick. Remember how I was brutally assaulted by piglins during our practice runs? Well, yeah, I was inside a bastion. And the assaulters were these guys. These guys are not normal piglins. They're piglin brutes. Naturally, I wanted nothing to do with this place. There was a warped forest right next to this bastion, so while we murdered Endermen for their pearls, we just looked at it. Maybe there was something cool inside? Perhaps?
Your hubris, which will get you.
Got a good feeling there's a looting sword in that other chest.
Now sure, I wasn't that keen on going in, but look, exposed chest. Surely we could get something from it.
What's the point of killing the dragon if you're not even gonna do it with some Tims on, man?
You know what, Sydney? You're right. What is the point of killing a dragon without Tims? We chose this chest as our target, snuck on up to it, and busted it open. Sydney was in fact rewarded with Tims, in the form of a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Nice. Once we'd collected our pearls and poked the bastion a bit more, it was fortress time. Now, the fortress itself, sure, it's dangerous, but the journey to get to the fortress was far dangerouser. Small holes everywhere, narrow passages over lava lakes, this horrible basalt biome, and sadly for Nick, his parrot was not up to the challenge.
Oh no!
Oh no, Nick's parrot died.
Aimlessly searching around in the nether is never a fun experience. Luckily, it didn't take that long for me to spot the corner of a nether fortress way off in the distance.
Guys, I found another fortress.
Reaching it was extremely treacherous.
Oh my god, how close I was just then.
But once we got there, collecting the blaze rods was simple and easy.
Oh, that's it. That's all we need. I have 6.
And with that, our nether travels were over. Sydney had brought enough obsidian for a backup portal, which he built, and we all went on through.
Nice.
We had travelled a fair distance in the nether, so our overworld portal plonked us a good 3,000 blocks away from base, in a cave. A good 3,000 blocks that we, of course, travelled. On our travels, Sydney found a goat horn. Nick found the sick horse, and I was stressing the fuck out. Could this be it? We had reached this point before, and you know, Steven had done his thing. This time, I wasn't taking any chances. Everyone would be as stacked as possible. I made some preparations, the others got their supplies together, and our 12-strong group set out to find the stronghold. At night. With mobs everywhere.
Why?
Just getting to the stronghold was quite the journey, and on that journey I was getting more stressed, and more stressed, and more stressed. If a single person pulled a silly one on us, all of this work would be for nothing.
And it seems like he's got a lot of friends who like to pull a silly one.
We maneuvered over the mountains, raced along the rivers, and before we knew it, the ender eyes were pointing backwards. Holy shit. Was this it? After 29 attempts, we could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Once I was certain we were in the right spot, we dug a staircase down, and what do you know? We were here. I could taste victory. And after a few minutes of searching, we found the portal room. But we still weren't ready. I wanted everyone to have enchanted gear, and strongholds have libraries filled with bookcases, ideal for enchanting. So, we set off to find a library. And this is where it all came apart.
Yeah, sounds like that's
You
where the
see,
mistake happened.
we had made the crucial mistake of leaving the portal room unguarded. Only for about a minute, but that's all it took. Now sure, you might say, what do you mean unguarded? Tristan and Steven are right there to deal with any threats. No. Tristan and Steven were not dealing with any threats.
I mean, you did that to yourself. You know, I know Tristan and Steven better than that at this point. I wouldn't have left them. I wouldn't have trusted them with anything.
Tristan and Steven are the threats. When I came back into the portal room, there was a lot of very suspicious giggling. And a mysterious button in the ceiling. Lots of giggling and a mysterious ceiling button. Pressing this button seemed like a really bad idea. This deductive reasoning, however, eluded a particular member of our group.
Why are they still part of the group? Kick them out. I mean, I guess it depends on how badly you actually want this to work, right? Because, like, if the joke is that they're gonna keep going, like, it depends on the vibe you're going for. But it does seem like he does want to make this happen. So, like, get rid of the people who are making that impossible. I mean, it does make for a very funny video, and I'm not mad about it. But, like, if I was one of the people who actually wanted this to work, I would be furious.
Day 5. As the sun set on our 4th day, our weary bodies and shattered souls bore the weight of countless failures. Our eyes, once filled with determination, now reflect the scars of disappointment. The wounds of defeat etched their mark of blah 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 blah. Anyway, today was day 5, and we had reached attempt 30. We began attempt 30 marooned in the middle of this vast desert, an entire world of sand. Seeing as there weren't any trees, we had no choice but to pick a direction at random and start walking.
Oh my god.
10 seconds of walking later, a village appeared on the horizon. With extreme efficiency, we ransacked all their houses, stole all their beds, beat their own golem to death, and left, refusing to elaborate any further. This village, sucked. So we headed off deeper into the sandy abyss in search of supplies. Roughly 5 minutes of searching later, we found an oasis and another village. These fellas had clearly spent their entire lives working the farms, amassing themselves an impressive supply of wheat. Naturally, we stole all of their wheat, and I stole a dead bush.
Cactus, clay, dead. Guys, I have a dead bush in my inventory. Stay mad. I have a rare item.
As nighttime rolled in, bringing with it this incredible aurora, we stuck down our pilfered beds and had a wonderful night's sleep. Nick had gone off on some travels and discovered a 3rd village in the desert. So of course, we traveled to the 3rd village in the desert.
Oh, Sydney, you want to see this cool trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw your pickaxe on the cactus and it turns into a diamond pickaxe.
Don't do it.
Seems just not at the village, is he? He just fucking isn't.
Wait, what happened to it?
This village had a good vibe to it. I liked the cut of its jib, so we bestowed upon it our greatest honor of stealing everything, kicking out the villagers, and living there ourselves. We chose this wonderful tower as our headquarters and expanded the top of it to accommodate our needs. Like a cactus. It's really big. But I almost died.
Oh my god.
Okay, we had a base. Now, to the mines. Beneath the village was a network of flooded caves, rich in iron, coal, lapis, and glow squids. Once again, our trusty doors made themselves immensely useful. Deeper into the cave, we got iron, got diamonds, and got obsidian.
Nice.
Well, that's enough mining. Back to base. Back at base, we got straight to it, built the nether portal, and went on through. Much like our big desert biome in the overworld, our nether portal spawned us near a... Our nether portal spawned us near a huge basalt delta, resulting in one of the coolest nethers I've ever seen. So, we got to work. I chose a direction and we started traversing over the basalt. It was definitely cool looking, but traversing over it was dangerous and a huge pain. Luckily, the fortress was very close. Once we'd reached our blaze rod quota, we traversed back over the basalt and to the warped forest for our mandatory pearl farming session. This time, we remembered the boat method. What is the boat method? This.
Okay.
Fucking idiot. Absolute fool. If someone's trying to attack you, you just throw a boat down and then they get stuck in the boat. They're like, oh!
Simply just throw a canoe at them.
Once we had thrown sufficient canoes at the local Enderman population and fulfilled our pearl quota, it was time for a graceful exit. Well, as graceful as one could be while being chased by a mob of pissed off zombified pigglets, courtesy of Sydney's questionable diplomatic abilities. Alright gents, it's showtime. Back at base, zero dilly-dallying took place. Well, except for placing all this glowstone for some reason. We collected our things, and before we knew it, it was stronghold time. I threw the first ender eye, and we set off. The desert was big, but we reached the end of it pretty quickly, which gave way to a warm ocean, its floor covered in sea pickles.
Look at all those sea pickles down there, man.
Honestly, just
Oh,
leave them.
I'm fucking out fiend for a sea pickle right now.
We traveled the seas, through forests and jungles, leaving a mark. And before we knew it, The eyes were pointing down.
Straight down.
It was time. We tunneled down, found the stronghold, found the portal room, and found the library for enchanting our items. Before jumping in, I gave the boys a rousing speech.
Alright, the hype speech
Blustering
is this Ender Dragon, we're gonna beat its ass.
He's a fucking putrid dog, bro.
Placed the eyes into the portal, and we jumped on through. Our strategy was simple. Water. Lots and lots of water.
Yeah, he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down, he's coming down.
Where do we go? Do we go in the middle here?
From behind the dragon, yeah, get out from front of him.
Watch out from the dragon.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my. Oh my god! Sydney! Oh, let's go.
That's cool.
Hit his ass!
Where are you, ID?
What? 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 Ah, shit.
What? No! To be continued? That's not even fair. I wanted to see them get. Oh no. Okay, so what was that? Like the Endo Dragon can like create portals and put you on a island really far away? What is that? What is happening? To be continued. It's not even fair at all. Rude. But yes. And okay. All right, so I guess stay tuned for part 2 whenever I get that. I'll look forward to seeing how that goes. Thank you for sticking with me on this one. I do know that I don't know a ton about Minecraft, but you know, I recognize some things. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. And let me know about the actual story of Minecraft is. I feel like I've heard there's a story. Mostly because I feel like I heard something recently about it. So yeah, let me know what I've missed out on by not participating in Minecraft. If there's something else that in particular you want me to react to, let me know. If there's a specific Martincitopants video I should look at, tell me. If you haven't liked the video, please, that would help us out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you'll always know when we put out a new video, when we always do that every single day. Sometimes more than one. You'll always be the first to know. So thank you so much. Join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. And if you've got a little bit of extra cash right now, we'd also really appreciate you supporting us on Patreon. You do get some fun perks for that. You some early content, some content that isn't on YouTube, some other fun stuff that you can get for joining our Patreon. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.